Hello, 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 everybody. It's serious quizness today. I hope everybody is here for fun. If you need anything, or if there's any strangeness, please let me know. MuF is here to guide us through the beautiful world of quizzes today.
I'm going to do that.
You're going to do that. Let me know how MuF's volume is, if it's okay compared to mine, and about the background music as well. Anybody that's here. We'll wait a couple more minutes to see if anybody else wanders on in.
Victims.
They have no idea. I don't even know what to expect.
If only you knew.
If only. I couldn't study.
Probably wouldn't be here.
I couldn't study. I had no notes.
The answer is 12. Yes, that's true.
Then red. Is Ellie some kind of prophet? If you want
Keep that
to,
in mind. Keep those two in mind. It might be useful at some point.
Give me 1 second. I check the volume on the app here. All right, that sounds pretty good to me. You know today's serious because I actually wore a button-up shirt. So.
Oh wow, I didn't.
Well, you're
But
not.
you can't see.
You're not on camera. You dressed up. You and your robotic wife have dressed up quite nicely there.
Yeah.
Best dressed teaching
But a
down
mask.
from the waist up. I'm dressed quite nicely. If you look
That's
below
all
the
we need.
waist, I'm wearing like Hollow Knight pajama pants. So probably not the fanciest wear.
Oh, you're going indie, are you?
I am. And they're comfy pants too. From the waist up, I am dressed. I'm also dressed from the waist down, but it's not nearly as formal. There is I regret to inform you there is a slight hole in the crotch of my Hollow Knight pants, so definitely not something I would wear in public.
Yeah, don't think Twitch would like that.
No. No, who else wouldn't like it? The public school system. So that's why these are not school appropriate.
Fine. This is a quiz for private schools.
This is a private quiz, except for all the people that could theoretically wander in whenever they like. All right. MuF, is there anything you want to tell us about the quiz before we get started?
I mean, it's going to be a quiz about video games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever played a video game in your life.
I have some history with the medium.
You've dabbled in them.
I've
Good.
just a little bit here and there. Whenever I get the chance.
So you're super prepared.
You told me that some of these questions are customized to teach.
Yeah.
I am prepared.
them.
I am prepared to get those wrong. Most of all.
Some of them aren't.
See, the thing about the teach questions is you know exactly where I would think, and then you know where I won't think. So you can go into those hidden nooks and crevices and see, like, Teach knows about this, but let's be real, he doesn't remember this. He's made a lot of jokes about this, but I doubt he remembers this thing from 4 months ago, which is true.
4 months.
Just a random guess. I mean, if you ask me a Valkyria Chronicles question, there's a high probability I will not get that right.
Good to know. Good to know.
Some of it you just black out. You just decide not to remember for reasons.
So that is not one of the jokers you can use here. Blacking out a question, that does not work.
That does not work. Are there any rules to this game?
Of course they are.
Okay, what are the rules?
Are we ready to start?
I think we're about as ready as we can be. Anybody else who comes in, we can fill them in as they wander.
Ready? Knowing that the chat can also play.
Yes, please, everybody in chat, do your best.
You're all fighting against Teach.
It is you against
Fails,
me.
You have to catch up.
Yeah. If I fail, if I get less than 5 questions wrong, I delete the stream and myself. And then if you guys
Get
get
less than 5, or if you get more than 5?
if I get less than 5. So if I can't get 5 right, I'm done. The game's over.
Do I amaze you?
What up, Coco? If you guys get
There
less than
might be
5
a
right,
question about
then
Fire Emblem.
I ban you. What did you say, Muff?
Coco was asking if there was going to be a question about Fire Emblem.
I would think so.
Maybe.
I would think
Maybe
so.
not.
We
Just
would
have
fuck
to
shit.
find out.
I believe in you, Coco. I think, and if things look bad, if me and chat seem to be doing poorly, I say we take a note from the French host and rise up, and
By all means, do.
I will.
Yes.
We will do our duty, and eliminate him instead.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
That seems fair.
I will make the quizzes. And then when I
I'd
have
be there.
when I displease the mob, I will be eliminated in turn.
That's democracy.
That's the beauty. That's the perfect system. It's been a fun ride. It's going to get a lot funner, I think.
Hopefully.
All right.
I will try to help you as much as possible.
Yeah, unless it's funnier not to help me. Then that's also an option. But I'm ready to go, Muff. Whenever you feel appropriate, you may commence the
then.
quizzing.
Let me present this little event, which I
Okay.
like to call the Mega Whiz
The mega quiz.
of Doom.
You never showed me the Doom part.
Of course not.
Oh, does
It's
it
also HD Remix.
does it feature Dante from Devil May Cry?
No, but we have another guest. It's, of course,
Knuckles? Yay!
very important.
You got to get that SMT Nocturne now featuring Dante from Devil May Cry in there to make it
I could have.
ultra memey.
There was still a bit of room. I could have had it a lot more, but
But
just keep it.
it looks good.
Modest, you
It
know.
looks yeah. Let's not overdo it.
It's not a mouthful yet.
All right,
No.
I'm prepared.
All right. So, first question you might be asking is, what are we going to do?
Let's lay the
That
groundwork.
might be a bit important. So, we are going to have a quiz about video games. There's
Okay.
going to be 4 different rounds
Okay.
where you're going to be facing against chat.
Okay.
So, basically, you are going to be answering first.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't answer, well, the chat will.
Okay.
And get the points. So, points is important.
Points are important. What happens if neither I nor chat can answer the question? No points for anybody.
Exactly. And I'll be very sad.
We will have disappointed you.
That
Which is
definitely
the
going to
ultimate
happen. These are
the
some
ultimate
difficult
punishment.
questions. Yeah, disappointment. I'll be very, very sad.
So cross.
So I'm just going to preview the different events we're going to
Okay.
have, and I'll explain them along the way as we get there.
Okay.
So we are going to start with a mega video game quiz
Okay.
of Doom,
Doom.
of course. Very important.
Lots of O's in there.
That's where you know it's very important. And
Makes
it's full
sense.
caps too.
Ooh, good point. Good point. These are all good indicators of seriousness. The gravity is
Exactly.
high.
So our second round will be the Who Dat
Ooh.
of Doom,
Of Doom.
of course.
Okay.
I think you see the pattern by now.
I think I am kind of catching on.
Nice. So our third round will be, I think I'm lost.
of Doom.
Of Doom.
Nice.
You
Okay.
got it.
Okay. The pattern
And
the
that
pattern recognition part of my brain is going crazy.
We're good. You see, you're already acing it. Easy. And our fourth round will be Heroes
Ooh.
Arsenal.
Of Doom. This one's
No,
pretty.
this one's the game actually. Pattern broken already.
Never mind. It was the rule of threes. You did it in 3, and then you twisted it on
Yeah.
us. That's just good comedy.
I led you on.
That's just good humors.
All according to plan.
We already don't. I have no stable ground to stand on.
Yep, get used to that.
I'm lost.
So that's the program, and now
Okay.
the other important part. What are we fighting
What?
for?
Ooh. Okay. The stakes.
Stakes. So for the winner, what you get to win is the right to be super smug about winning.
Ooh. I do. Ooh. I'm not. I'm rarely
See how
smug.
important it is.
I'm rarely smug. So having basically a permission slip to be smug sounds pretty great.
You absolutely do.
12 minutes in, we're already lost. That's how exactly, Coco. That's how you know this is going to be a fun time. All according to Keikaku. If I had my glasses, they'd be all shiny right now. Reflective, not shiny.
Shiny, shiny glasses. But you can't see when that happens.
Well, that's all according to your Keikaku.
It's true.
You wouldn't do that if it weren't part of your Keikaku.
A cake. And yeah, for the others.
The others.
Somebody's not going to win.
Somebody's got to lose.
Well, they still win something.
Okay.
They win the right to be sad about not being able to be super smug about winning.
That makes sense. This is clicking together quite logically.
This is really, really simple thing.
It's so simple. Why win if you can't brag about it? Absolutely, Ellie.
Yeah.
And maybe, well, whoever wins can get some digital cake in the Discord. I think that's fair.
But watch out, the cake might be a lie.
Mayhaps.
You've already been betrayed once.
I've seen the game, and I've seen how it betrays us.
Now you know.
I know better than to just trust random cake statements. Cake. God damn it, Nevik, that's excellent.
Chat is really good at it already.
Chat's doing great. Make sure you guys are staying hydrated as well. It's very important. You're going to be using a lot of brain power today.
Yep. So, are you ready to start the first round?
I think I'm as ready as I can be.
Do you remember what the first round was?
It was of Doom.
It was
the mega video game quiz of Doom.
That's right. So basically, I'm going to show you a question.
Okay.
You can choose to answer it immediately.
Okay.
And if you get it right, you get 2 points.
Okay.
Or you can choose to wait.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I will show you 4 possible answers.
Okay. So we got a multiple choice.
Yeah.
For reduced points.
And if you get it right with the 4 possibilities, you only get 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And chat can do the same.
Okay. Ooh. Exciting. I'm ready. I think I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I understand the stakes.
Nice.
Let's start. They've been communicated to me clearly and effectively.
Let's start very easily. This is an easy question, of course.
For babies.
Or not. Let's see how you think of this one. So question number 1.
Oh, you didn't say dates were going to be involved. In which year did World of Warcraft?
I didn't say it wouldn't be.
So we're talking about the MMORPG, correct?
We are, yes.
Okay. I played this.
Game that's still ongoing.
Still ongoing. We're talking about vanilla World of Warcraft, the MMO. Hey, Ari, what's up? I'm thinking, if I played this in high school, I'm thinking 2008. I don't think I hopped on immediately. There might have been an update or two when I hopped on. I'm going to say 2006. 2007.
You can either answer immediately or ask for the 4 possibilities.
You know what? I don't think I'm going to get it. I'm going to go multiple choice for this. We are not starting strong today. Best foot is not in front of us.
They're not in difficulty order, by the way, the questions. Some of them might be easier, some might be harder. Does the chat want to try and answer?
Chat, do you have any answers? This is for 2 points. Before the multiple choice kicks in.
Also wait for the possibilities.
2000. Nevik's got a 2004. That could be right. I just renewed my WoW sub yesterday for the first time in blank amount of years and found out I have a promo gift from when I began playing. Wow.
Does that still work?
I mean, it sounds to me like you got to start playing again. In between rounds of Final Fantasy XIV.
Chat is allowed to guess now, yes.
Yeah, you are allowed. I'm saying two 2004s and one 2005.
All right.
My original guess was 2007, which I don't feel confident about anymore. But I'm here for the multiple choice.
All right. So the four possibilities are A, 2001, B, 2004, C, 2005, or D, yesterday in early access.
Ooh. Okay. D. I'm not getting a good feeling from D.
Really? Don't see why.
I just, sometimes something just speaks for me. It's from the ether, from the void. The eldritch gods are telling me D is incorrect. A feels a little too early. So I'm down to 2004, 2005, which just happens to be what chat was guessing between those two.
That's true.
I'm going to guess 2005. 2005. My final answer. I'm locked.
Are you locking in?
Locked in.
All right. The correct answer was 2004.
You know what? Ellie, good job. Nevik, good job.
That gets 2 points.
Good. My love for round numbers might be my undoing. I love a good round number, and you know what? It fucked me too. Still, it's a minion, a magma corgi. Oh, Dad's self finally feels fulfilled. You gotta keep playing. You gotta go back to World of Warcraft now. What's up, Dilemma? How's it going? Happy quiz day. They just had their $90 20th anniversary mount drop last year. Oh, see, should have been keeping up with it. And that's on me.
20 years. 20 years.
Wow. You know what? I'm glad I haven't played. I'm gonna be honest. It's not for me.
So, are you ready for the next question?
I think so. Yeah. Now that I can clarify, I renewed my sub for the first time in 12 years. So it was definitely over 12 years ago.
It was, yeah. Around 20. So,
I'm ready for question number 2.
Question is, who is Nobuo Uematsu?
The lead composer for the Final Fantasy series. I don't know if he's still the lead composer, but he was for a large amount of time.
Right? Are you locking in that answer?
I feel confident about that.
You do seem to be confident about that.
It has to be right. That or it's his brother and you're like tricking me or something.
What about chat? Do they want to give another answer?
I feel like I'm going to feel vindicated here in a couple of moments.
Or do they agree with you?
I feel like that. It's not Fire.
It might be.
Coco also coming in with confidence. We can all thank Ellie for this background bop. Nevik agrees. He's retired now. Okay, I thought so. I didn't think he did a lot for like Final Fantasy 16. I didn't think he was heavily involved with that one.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Square Music guy, not just Final Fantasy. That it is fair to elaborate. I know him mostly from Final Fantasy.
All right.
I think he also did something for like Sea of Stars too. I think he did a couple songs for that.
That might be possible, yeah. But the different possibilities were these. Composer of Final Fantasy, game designer of Dragon Quest, Nintendo's founder, or a Japanese sounding name I just made up.
You know what, Coco? I don't think you're a racist, so I don't think the answer is D. I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm gonna grab hold of that A.
That is absolutely correct.
Yes.
And since you answered first, you get the points.
Ooh,
Congratulations.
feel it washing over me.
You've tied with the chat.
Finally.
That's true. Yes, he's not done only Final Fantasy, but he's very well known for that.
It's definitely what I know him most from. Did he do like Chrono Trigger and stuff as well?
I'm not sure
No?
he did actually.
Okay.
Maybe.
I wasn't sure. It feels like it's something he did, but I'll admit my Chrono Trigger knowledge is pretty low.
Definitely did some other stuff for Square too. Yeah. Alrighty. So,
ready.
next question.
I'm riding high.
What is the meaning behind Waluigi's name?
So Wa is
Why
like
is it
a
called like that?
Japanese like prefix or something that means like bad. So if you put it in front of someone else's like name, like Wario or Waluigi, it means like bad Luigi or evil Luigi or bad Wario or something like that.
It would be bad Rio then.
Bad Rio. Yeah, it doesn't have a good ring to it,
Bad Rio.
here in the States, in American.
Okay.
Thank you. Good job, Shinji. Yeah,
Are
my
you
I'm
this
I'm
one?
locking in that it's some kind of like bad connotation prefix kind of thing.
Okay. Does chat want to
However,
answer?
like I don't know exactly how Japanese works grammatically if they have like prefixes and suffixes, but it's something bad that you put in the name to signify mischievousness.
He's a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Waluigi.
I like Waluigi. I'm a fan.
Well,
I've got a little mustache growing. I've got some purple on me right now.
basically what Teach said.
Okay, cool. Thank you. More vindication from the
Chat
masses.
seems confident too.
Anybody
Okay.
else have a guess? My son's Life 360 icon is Waluigi, so you would know this answer.
You know the whole story
My-
of Waluigi.
I know. Didn't Waluigi first appear in like Mario Tennis on the N64 because Wario needed a doubles partner?
That's
and-
correct. Yeah.
Yes.
And do you know who was the devs behind that game?
Who are the
That's the funny one.
No, I don't. I do not know who the devs for that
Funny
are.
trivia because the devs behind that were Camelot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So technically, they went from Shining Force to creating Waluigi.
Wow. That based as fuck.
So Waluigi
Defer
is
to Teach,
I
who is
think both
100%.
characters.
Yes, thank you, Ellie. Dads trusting dads. This is the kind of stream we're after here.
But yeah,
I feel confident.
he is actually completely correct. That is true. And for the question as well. So the prefix is not wa, just it's warui,
Okay.
which means bad / evil.
That's not a character. Oh, I love that I'm getting to see a lot of your sass in here, MuF. This makes me quite happy.
And we're only just starting.
And we have only just begun.
2 points for Teach.
Do I get a bonus point for knowing the Mario 64 tennis thing? Our bonus
Sure, I'll give it.
bonus points are available to those who ask.
But I'll get on a side little list. I'm gonna call them the flex points.
Flex points.
They're worth nothing, but
they're worth a lot if you win and then also get flex points because then you have more to be smug about.
got 1 flex point.
Yes.
That's now a thing.
Can't see me flexing in my webcam, but I'm doing it.
Alrighty.
I'm ready.
Next question.
I'm ready.
A Street Fighter question.
Ooh, no,
Because I
no,
don't have to
fighting games, right? Yikes.
go forward there. So what is the name of Ryu's fake
Fake
martial arts?
arts.
So when I say fake, I mean it's not a real life martial art.
Right, it is constructed for the game. Kara,
Yes.
I'm here but not here. Thanks, Kara.
In universe, it's not fake. Hello, Kara.
I hope you can join us at some point for fun.
Oh, boy, do I have questions for you.
I've never played a Street Fighter game. I think I'm going to have to resign myself to multiple choice.
Okay.
Ellie, try your best. Is what I want you to get the points if you can. And MuF seems like a gracious god.
Yes, I am.
Capable of many mercies.
Something like that, okay. Oh, adding an extra few vowels there.
It's all the same.
Okay.
I play Street Fighter, but Ryu is so boring. Any information concerning him goes in one ear and out the other. But what about when he got all hot with his beard? That's pretty cool.
Definitely not my main either.
Anasasakatin. I'm gonna. I got nothing. Ellie, you know, the fact that they could write that means that they have some kind of knowledge that I lack.
It sounds like something, at least. So here are the 4 possibilities. Is it Ansatsuken, Spotokan Karate, Iten Ryu, or Spamadoken?
Spamadoken is, I mean, that I think that's what the people playing Ryu, that's probably what they practice. However, I'm going to have to essentially use Ellie as a lifeline here and say A.
All right. That is correct. And Satsuken. So now the question is, does anyone know what that means?
Ooh, flex point available.
Flex point, yeah.
Shotokan is a real type of karate. Does not involve throwing fireballs. Then why bother? Somebody else uses Hiten Ryu because that sounds familiar. I'm going to trust you guys. I'm too shit at fighting games to bother to play them, so I tend to avoid what I'm obviously bad at. And I am not very good at fighting games.
So, no ideas?
Close enough out of 10. I definitely do not know what it means.
It's the Assassin's Fist.
Ooh.
Which is really not a good guy.
That doesn't sound like protagonist energy move.
It really isn't. But that's why it has a dark side.
Ooh, that's true.
Because it was created to kill.
MuF, have you ever played Ashura's Wrath?
Yeah. I have, yeah.
The fight with is it Ryu and Akuma in that game where you like chop the moon in half and then punch it back in place?
Yes.
That game is amazing and nobody talks about it. The game's ridiculous. It's so stupid and fun, and I love it so much. And I'm just glad to share that with somebody.
I feel it has a lot of like Metal Gear Revengeance.
Yes,
in it.
It was Metal Gear Revengeance before Revengeance was. It is a game similar. Built purely on hype.
It is.
And it works. It 100% works.
Yep.
Thought it would involve a fist or punch. That's worth a quarter of a flex point.
That's what Ken means, yes. It's fist.
Isn't that a Chivo for looking at boobs? You can look at boobs in that game, but you are punished for looking at the boobs.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. You got to keep your eyes on your enemy, not on the boobers.
Otherwise, everyone will know.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, yeah. And that's just embarrassing.
Branded, we're gonna achieve her.
Is it worth the achievement?
You really need to have that 100% completion. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to do it, and you have to let everybody know that you didn't do it for the boobies. You did it for completionism. A noble goal.
It is. Oh, righty.
I'm ready. Whew, bring it on. That was a rough patch there, but we got to it.
Yeah. Still got a point out of it.
I got a point. Thanks to Ellie.
2 for chat. So, question number 5. Which game celebrates failure by shouting out, "Game over, yeah"?
Game over, yeah.
Yep.
Ooh. It's a game with sass. It's a game with charm. Game over, yeah. I don't feel like game overs don't really happen nowadays. Like you kind of nowadays it's the "you died" of Dark Souls or whatever. So, game over. I'm not even sure like how relevant of a term that is. So maybe maybe this is an older game.
I'll give you a hint. It happens when you game over.
Okay. I'm afraid I need multiple choice.
Ellie's given up.
This is an obscure one, which I do appreciate. This is one of the ones that you bring to your parties. Your fictional
I
parties.
really think it's your kind of game, but
It is my kind of game, or is it not my kind of game?
no, I don't think it is.
Okay. Then I will be then I can be okay that I didn't get it.
All right. Let me show you then all the 4 possibilities,
Okay.
which are either Daytona USA, Sega Rally, Parappa the Rapper, or Dark Souls. See, you mentioned it.
I did.
Yeah.
I did mention Dark Souls. I guessed the joke answer. That's got to be worth. That's worth a
You think
laugh.
alike. It would be a very funny game if that happened.
It would not. It would be totally inconsistent, but
Yeah.
but funny. I'm gonna say Parappa the Rapper. Rappa the Rapper. I don't know a lot about the series, but it does seem to have a sense of humor about it. I'm gonna lock in C.
Can we see on chat as well? Okay.
Nevik is agreeing with me. Excellent. At least we will fail
right.
together.
Well,
We dine in victory.
fortunately, it was not Parappa the Rapper.
Ah.
It was Sega Rally.
Sega Rally.
Yep.
What type of game is that? Is it like is it another racing game?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
It's an arcade one. So
Arcade racing game.
basically, you're not really racing against the other competitors. You're trying to fight against time.
Okay.
You have to reach checkpoints, and if you don't reach it in time, you game over.
Okay. So the game over, yeah, is
Game over, yeah.
it's implying that because this is an arcade game, they're excited that you now have to put in more quarters because you game over. So they're excited about profit.
About you losing.
Gotcha.
Congratulations, you failed.
Yay! Give me your money. Cough it up, kid.
Yeah,
talk.
give us more money. Exactly.
Go steal some change from your mom's purse.
And there we go.
Excellent.
Finally, a question where I can be disappointed.
Yay!
No points on the board.
No points on the board. We have all
Good
disappointed
job,
our
everyone.
daddy.
We did it.
Quiz daddy is depressed. It's
It
disappointed.
took 5 questions.
It took a
Pretty good.
while. I was going to suggest a Ridge Racer, not seeing it as an option froze me.
It could have been Ridge Racer, really.
Give us
It might
more
have been the same fight,
Ridge
yeah.
Racer. Is that so? Like Outrun, that's kind of like that too, right? Where is Outrun one of the games where you have to reach the checkpoints in time?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I know that.
Kind of
From,
like that, but in 3D.
I know that
Because Outrun
from
was 2D.
Yakuza.
Oh, yeah, because there's the arcade machines.
Love a good Yakuza game.
They got the Sega properties, yeah.
Everybody go play a Yakuza game right now. Pick one,
Ooh.
anyone. Go play Yakuza
There's a
0.
pirate one now. Also,
Oh yeah, that's right. Or if you have the money, go play the pirate one. I'm saving my money, so I will not play that yet.
Oh,
But I will get to it
in a few
eventually.
years.
Yeah, eventually.
Alrighty. Well,
Question
let's move on to
6.
question number 6 then. There you go. The one you've been waiting for.
Oh,
So in Valkyria Chronicles 4, what is the real name
Okay.
of the character known as Odin?
oh man, it's like Kevin Thomas or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's something like that. Do I go for the point? If I see it, I'm sure I'll know it.
This one is Old Teach, yes.
It's like Kevin
Might
Thomas.
have been a bit inspired by Teach.
I wonder why. As much as I love Odin, it only makes logical sense. When you said it was going to be customized to me, I was like, oh, okay, it might be like a Valkyria Chronicles 4 question, and I was like,
Oh no.
oh no. I almost opened the wiki this morning to like
Ooh.
to double check, and I just lost track of time.
Fair enough. You're paying the price now, then.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna say I want it to be known that I think it's like Kevin Thomas. But I'll take the multiple choice so I can be sure, because I think if I see it, I'll know it.
All right. Does the chap want to try and answer? Probably not, but
Maybe his name's really Odin.
maybe.
You'll never know unless you play the game.
All right. Here are the 4 possibilities. Either Ryan Ford, Thomas, Kevin, Ben Smith, or Ragnarok.
Oh man, does that has to account for something? I just mixed up the names. It's B.
It is B, yeah.
I can't believe I got it right and
taken
wrong.
it anyway.
You would have taken it? Okay.
Yeah.
I just did the thing where you put the first name, comma, or the last name, comma, first name. That's all I did.
It's because it's in Japanese, you know. Do you remember the other ones? I don't think you've ever seen Ben Smith.
Ben Smith? I don't think I
The
recognize.
robot guy, but I don't think you've had him.
No, I don't think so. Ryan Ford, that was the was that like the older gentleman?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one with black and white hair.
Yes, I liked Ryan a lot. And
Do you
Ragnarok is
remember
the doggy.
It's the dog, yeah.
Rags.
Rags.
I'm not too dumb. Benjamin Odin Franklin. This song, oh, you like this song, Nevik? This is from Deadly Premonition.
Yeah, I can give an extra point for that.
Yeah,
Sure.
totally earning that point.
Next
Baby.
ones. All right.
Yeah.
Next question. Which video game has sold the most units of all time?
All time?
All time.
All time. Wii Sports.
You locking in?
No. All right, I will take the multiple choice, but I do think it's Wii Sports.
One game.
GTA makes sense. That's a good point. I never play those games, so
You're going for
I
GTA,
forget.
you're going to have to say which one. Because
There
we
are a
are
lot
talking
of-
about one
There are a
specific
lot of
game.
options here. Hey, Andrew, what's going on? Hi, how are you? Welcome to the middle of a very quizzical time. We're trying our best here. We're doing okay. We got
Doing
some,
okay, yeah.
we've got some flex points. We got some style points.
Got 6 points for Teach and 4 for Chat.
I am winning.
And 2 flex points for Teach.
GTA 5 to be exact. Ooh. I'm gonna. Yeah, I think it's Wii Sports. I just feel like that's a thing I've heard, but I will admit
Do you
that
want to lock in or do you want to...
I will take the multiple choice because
All right.
I
Let's
feel
go
like
with
there's something else that like Wii Sports is, and I'm just mixing up the importance.
So the 4 possibilities are GTA 5, Minecraft, Wii Sports, or Super Mario Bros. 2, the USA version.
Oh fuck! You really just like knew all the right answer, all the potential answers, didn't you?
Hey, all of these did sell a lot.
Yeah, this is
A lot.
all of these are real contenders.
Yep. Oh, well,
I forgot
Save
about
for one.
Minecraft too. Yeah, except for the one.
that is tough, yeah.
Man, I'm feeling less and less confident about Wii Sports. I think
I didn't include Fortnite because it's very difficult to know exactly how many copies this sold.
fair.
Because it's a free-to-play game.
I'm gonna say Minecraft. I'm gonna switch from my gut, and I'm going to say
We locking in?
I'm gonna lock in Minecraft. I think I was wrong about the Wii Sports, and it's just some other important thing. And then
Alright.
when I get this wrong, I will I'll kill myself in Minecraft.
Oh, please don't. You lose all your loot. But
Someone-
that is correct. Yes.
Oh,
That is Minecraft.
good job.
still winning.
Somebody said Minecraft. Who said Minecraft? I thought somebody said
Yep.
it.
Chat got it right.
Chat said it? Okay. I thought I saw somebody say it.
So
Ellie, good job, Ellie.
GTA 5 sold a lot in money-wise.
Mm-hmm. But not the most.
But not the most. Still Minecraft. And Wii Sports was also a very good contender simply because it was sold as a
With the
bundle
system.
with the Wii. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's definitely where my head was. It's amazing to not see Skyrim on this list after they have ported to every possible device that can play it over the years.
They're trying, yeah.
Is it because Skyrim isn't a good game?
That game is never going to die.
Nevek, I have to agree with you. I'm not all that impressed with Skyrim. It was fun when I first played it, and then I have no desire to go back. I don't even think I did the story. I think I just role played as a character, and then like I did the story that I had fun with, and then I was like, I don't actually care about the main plot here, and I just never played again.
That works with GTA too for me.
Okay. I've tried to play Skyrim so many times and never finished it. Yeah, I don't even know if I've technically finished it. I like went in and I was like, I'm gonna play a thief, and then I did the Thieves Guild, and I was like, oh, like you end that Thieves Guild getting like one of the special Daedric items, I think is what they're called, and I was like, oh, what if I just like role played my character that he got like consumed by the Daedric evils, and then he went around and I collected all the Daedric artifacts, and then I stopped playing. I got married to some lady, and then I stopped playing. Worst intro ever. It's a little odd. Skyrim did a fantastic first impression, then you tried to dive deeper into the game and realize you were in a shallow puddle. There's so much to do, but I have to agree I didn't find out any of it all that interesting.
The curse of the open world, yeah.
So you're finally awake. Played for 1,000 hours, never finished it. If that isn't a perfect summary of Skyrim, I don't know what is. The most game of all time.
It's very old too.
You can't escape it.
It's like 12, 13 years old now.
It feels older.
And it's still there.
It's still around.
Still around, yeah.
Whatever you're watching this on, or whatever the last system you played is, you can go and play Skyrim on it right now. All but guaranteed.
On PC, it's there, yeah. Okay.
I'm ready for my next question.
Well, here it is. How many Shining Force CD characters, which is book 1 and 2,
Oh, you jerk.
share a name with a previous game's playable character?
By previous game, do we mean Shining Force 1 and Shining Force 2?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to get out a piece of paper.
So,
Like a good detective.
If it is the same character with the same name, that does not count.
Okay, so like Luke showing up again, like doesn't count.
Also Domingo.
Yeah. Let's see.
A lot. That is correct.
A lot.
There is a
You
lot.
didn't
Yeah.
Let's see. I know we have that. I know we have that. Over here, right?
I mean, there aren't that many characters from the book 1 that appear in book 2 as playable characters.
Pretty sure we have that and that.
Quite a few. I don't count those, obviously.
Book 2's previous game is sort of high, and the answer is all of them. Didn't they just release a trailer for Elder Scrolls 6? It's never going to come out. That was 6 years ago? Jeez. That's like Silk Song levels of cope.
Yeah, but we got a gift.
Man, I know there's so many more. Like, I know I made fun of the game constantly. At least the music is appropriate.
If you want another hint, most of them come from book 2.
Yeah, I do recall being quite
shocked. A
shocked.
lot more in book 2 than in book 1. They stopped trying.
They gave up.
I want to count. It's like everybody except for Miko. Quite, but
I think it's 8, but I'm going to I'm gonna need my multiple choice.
all right. Does the chat want to chance an answer?
I could remember 4 of them off the top of my head, but I know that there's more, so I went up from there.
So possibilities are
Ooh.
10, 12, or absolutely all of them.
I'm gonna stick with 8. I feel like that was just good mathing on my part.
All right. Does chat want to give an answer?
If it's 12, the game has a
We're
problem.
gonna be counting them together.
we gotta figure it out.
10 from chat.
From an article, The Elder Scrolls 6 is in development, and we hope that Todd Howard and Bethesda plan to give us a living world with NPCs that are well made. That, I mean, I wouldn't hold my breath on the game coming out soon or having in-depth NPCs.
Mm-hmm. So we got 8 from Teach, we got 10 from chat.
I'm saying 8.
All right. So let's go then. First character. Do you remember who that is?
Oh man, it's a character who Chester?
They're in alphabetical order. That is Chester.
Yes. Okay.
Next.
That is Claude.
Claude, yeah.
I forgot Claude. I forgot that's the golem from SF2.
Yep. Our third one.
Is that? Why do I think his name's Eric?
That is Eric.
Is it as Eric? There was an Eric in another game.
In Shining Force 2, yeah.
I don't remember that guy at all. Ooh.
Next, a character you've used a lot.
Gyan?
Yup.
There was another character named Gyan?
Yep. A dwarf in Shining Force 2.
Oh, is he part of the chessboard thing?
No, he shows up later.
He shows up later. I don't remember. I don't remember him at all.
He's
all right. Well, the answer.
complicated.
Well, we're at 5, and I already count 4 other ones, so it's definitely not 8.
The
That's
ninja guy.
That's Higgins, who is
That is
also the name
Higgins.
of a centaur in SF2.
That's right.
Okay.
Pothead.
Oh, Jaha. Of course, Jaha.
Jaha, yep.
Is that Luke?
That is Luke. Yep.
Okay. From Shining Force 1.
Be confused with
And
Luke.
Shining Force 2. So this is a twofer.
Yup. Next we have
May.
Kara's favorite.
Oh, it's my Bay May.
Rough-old centaur.
Randolph?
That is Randolph, yep.
Randolph, okay. Road?
Yup. We're at 10.
Mm-hmm. Slade coming up here shortly, I bet.
But there's this one first.
Chris. No, not Chris.
Nope.
I just always called her Chris. Sarah.
It's the other healer, yes.
Sarah.
It's Sarah. And of course we have also
Slade. Wow. Oh my god.
So that's 12.
Good job, Shining Force CD translators. Jesus.
Very original.
There's so many names. You just make up names. You just make up names. It's a fantasy world. No one gives a shit.
You really could. Just go with the Japanese names.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of these are different, so.
Wow, that was. I should. You know what? I should have gone with the joke and just gone with the 12. But. Oof.
Which is most of them. Not all of them, but most of them.
Yeah, most. Oh yeah, lemon. Lemon.
Lemon.
Love a good lemon. Suck a lemon. Vampires
Become a
suck.
vampire.
It makes perfect sense. The logic is sound. Oh man,
So-
that was a good custom question, MuF.
Ah,
I didn't get it
Bad
right,
leg?
but it led to good comedy. It's good content. So I'm happy.
all according to plan.
All according to Keikaku.
So, completely different question.
Guns
Which
is the
platform can you play the game Tennis for Two?
best.
Do you know that game?
It sounds like the working name for like Pong. So I'm going to say the Atari.
Are you locking in?
Yes. You know what? I just feel like having some fun. I'm going to lock in.
All right. What about chat? What's the chat thinking? There's a no clue.
Ellie, you got anything for us? How are you feeling?
Enlighten us.
I feel like it's at the Atari. Somebody's got to know.
The
PC
PC web
web.
game.
TC Tennis for Two is its own console. Oh, it's an arcade cabinet.
Oh, is it?
Ooh, that is a very clever answer. Aren't you a clever clogs, Ellie? I'm prepared to be wrong. But,
all right.
But I like
So
I like the riskiness of it all.
the four possibilities are: you have an Atari here, the
Ooh.
2600,
Okay.
Scope, PDP-1, or pen and paper only.
I've never even heard of B or C. I do think I could play Tennis for Two with pen and paper. I do think I could play that with another person.
Aha.
Back in the day, you could buy whole entire gaming machines that are like just for Pong, so it'd be a Pong console. That's true.
Yeah. There's an Atari Home Pong. That's
I'm saying Atari. I already said it, but the fact that it's there makes me
and yet
quite erect.
you are wrong.
Of course I'm wrong.
It is on oscilloscope.
Oscilloscope. I don't even think I've ever.
Looks
I don't
like
think I've
this.
seen oscilloscope. What? A cathode ray?
Basically, it's a tool to measure waves and electric currents.
Whoa.
And this game is played on this.
So it was it was modded, I guess, in modern day terms to play a game.
And the reason why Tennis for Two is a known game is because it's considered to be the first video game ever.
Wow.
It was in 1958.
This is a educational stream.
I have to put a few here and there.
You are the teacher, so I'm a teacher too. So if we didn't learn anything, I think it'd be a failed stream. But I've learned something quite interesting today.
Your little piece of video game history.
That's so cool. Wow.
But can it run Doom? Maybe.
Nowadays, maybe.
Maybe.
Wow. That's so interesting. Hey, what up, Griff?
Hi, Griff.
We just learned some cool stuff.
Now you know. And by cool stuff, obviously, you meant the fact that there are 12 characters in Shining Force CD that have
Yep,
the same name as another character.
I think it would behoove you, Griff, to go back and watch the first 8 questions and see if you can get them right. It's been quite the journey. We've laughed, we've cried. We've learned.
Crying?
I'm not crying.
Oh, good.
There's just something in my eye. I knew about it, didn't know the game. Good job, Navik.
So, next question.
It's
the halfway point of this first round.
Okay.
First round is going to be the longest, by the way. Which console generation includes PS5 and Xbox Series X?
Oh, no.
Pretty much the current one.
And then, oh man, I don't keep track of generation names. I feel like we're in generation. I think we're on generation 9. Or am I just thinking of like Pokemon?
we are in Gen 9 Pokemon.
We are in
that's
Gen
true.
9 Pokemon, so I might just be getting my wires crossed there.
But there isn't one Pokemon game per generation.
Mm-hmm. I think
We
it's
have
9.
a ninth from chat too.
Speaking of
Do you want to lock that
Pokemon,
in? Or do you want to see
I'm
possibilities?
gonna ask for numbers. I'm gonna ask for options.
All right.
I don't even keep track of Pokemon generation numbers all that well. I do have to think before I speak now about Pokemon generations.
You have to think in colors and shields
Yeah, I have to think in
and
chunks.
letters sometimes.
There's
because
a
a lot of different ways.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I truly don't know what Gen 1 would be for games.
If
Is it
want a
is it
hint to help you, maybe.
oscilloscope?
No. Because it's technically not a home console. So,
Okay.
if you want a hint, maybe that will help you.
I would appreciate a hint.
Video games really started to be a thing on the third generation of consoles.
Okay.
That's the one where it really started to actually be an industry.
Okay. And third
Before
gen.
that, the first two, it was kind of gimmicky.
And is that like? You mentioned home consoles. Is that how these things are typically categorized?
Yep.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah,
Maybe ninth isn't all that off.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe ninth isn't all that. Maybe it's simply a coincidence that it's the same as Pokemon right now.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say 9. You know what? I'm not gonna.
Locking in?
I am gonna lock in at 9 right now.
All right. And we've got 2 nines.
I'm here to risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Yeah. Well, the different possibilities were 7th, 8th, 9th, or 42nd.
42nd. That's just Ellie's age.
Maybe that'd be the answer. But of course, no, it's not. And you were right.
Yes. Oh, occasionally,
It is ninth
occasionally
generation.
wisdom springs up.
So we've got points all around.
That's awesome. Good job, chat.
Good job, everyone. You did it.
We have done it. Success is
Yeah,
ours.
Third generation, where I said it actually really began, is the NES generation.
Okay.
After the
Did
video game crash of '83.
Wow.
That's
See,
where
there's
it really
some-
started to be a thing.
There's so much history I don't know about, and yet this is my main hobby.
Yeah,
We take so much for granted,
there's a lot.
and I'm not a
But then again,
geologist.
a lot of those very old games are very hard to play today.
Yeah, I would bet.
Anything before NES is really, really hard to get into.
How much of it is even worth getting into? I wonder. Like for more than just a gimmick.
Yeah, not really.
I don't think
Some really small games.
I don't
Don't
f-
spend that much time on them.
I don't feel like I'm
Unless you
really
want the
missing a
high
lot
score stuff.
by not engaging with some of those early games.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
I'm ready for our next question.
Well, here it is then. In RPG games, what does the acronym ATB stand for?
Active time battle.
Are you gonna lock that in?
I'm gonna lock that in. Active time battle.
Very fast answer. Does the chat agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Griff agrees, I feel confident.
Well, you're right.
Agree
It
attitude.
is active time battle. It's not action turn based, it's not attack time boss, and it's not about to break.
About to break.
It could have been.
I'm not at the edge.
Yeah.
Not yet.
We're working on that. Maybe the next question will be.
Ooh. Will this be my breaking point?
Question is, who is Nintendo's current CEO? Nintendo worldwide, not America.
No, okay, not American.
And nobody knows who's in control of Europe.
I was gonna say Doug Bowser, but I don't think he's in charge of everything. I'm like, there's no way he's in charge of everything.
That is a very appropriate name, though.
Yeah, it is. Exactly.
You can see him.
Is it the ghost
But
of
if you can see
Iwata?
him, just ask him. Maybe.
Everybody only knows Bowser. Is it just Bowser? Is it not Doug Bowser? Is it just Bowser?
Probably. Behind the scenes.
Yeah. It's little claws. I'm gonna need multiple choice. The fact that everyone's saying Doug Bowser leads me to believe that it's actually not right and we're all wrong. And that's just the North American branch or whatever.
Well, your 4 possibilities are as follow. Notice the lack of Bowser.
I do notice the lack of Bowser.
So it's either Tatsumi Kimishima, Satoru Iwata, Shuntaro Furukawa, or Tatsumaki Senpukiak.
Okay, I thought Iwata was dead.
Maybe he is, maybe he isn't.
I thought he was. Because I think I bought like a shirt to commemorate his death, and I feel like I would remember that. The problem is I don't think I've heard of these other 2 gentlemen.
4 names here.
I don't think it's D. Unless you're finally going to make D the right one.
Are you trying to notice a pattern or something?
Last time I noticed a pattern, it made me embarrass myself.
Was it trap?
I'm going to say A. I'm going to say Kimishiwa.
Seems to be a bit more of A's in chat too.
Yeah. D is a Street Fighter move.
Well, actually, yeah, that is correct. D is a Street Fighter move.
Okay, good job, guys. Dilemma for being able to suss that out. Dilemma gets a flex point for catching the joke.
That's true. A chat flex point.
Chat flex point. Coco, because D sounds like a pun to throw you off A. Okay.
Technically it is. Unfortunately, it is not A. It is C.
It is C. Okay.
Shuntaro
Furukawa. I don't think I've ever seen him.
He's he's kind of private, really.
Yeah, because
do a lot.
I've seen, I watched
Iwata
Nintendo.
was very active.
We
Unfortunately, yes, he passed away.
Okay, I thought so.
And Tatsumi Kimishima was only there temporarily in between the 2.
That's a tricky question.
We found a replacement.
You've murdered Coco.
I've been murdered. Oh no.
Good job, Griff, for getting it. You have earned that point.
Griff got C, yeah, congrats.
Pictures in my head are the Nvidia CEO.
Extra Griff points.
Yeah, that was just bad luck. Bad guesses.
Nvidia.
Hey, kitty.
Yep.
All right. Oof. That was a rough one.
Yeah, and there's more. Question number 13. What are the names of the 4 ghosts in the original Pac-Man game?
Inky.
I do specify the original because in some other games there are other ghosts.
It's Inky, Blinky, Clyde, and Pinky. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, Clyde.
Are you locking that in?
I'm locking those. Those are my 4. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, Clyde. Not Claude, because this isn't Shining Force 2.
And Ellie has Inky, Blinky, Pink, and...
Oh.
Okay. Well, Congratulations, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Shadow, Speedy, Bashful, and Pokey. Red
Those
Blue.
are their behaviors.
Oh,
actually.
okay,
It
cool.
discuss their behaviors.
I have heard
And use
that before,
different
yeah.
colours.
That's cute. I forgot they had like built-in personalities.
They do, yeah.
That's cute. Good job.
They all act a bit differently.
Good job, old game.
Gonna
D
give
does
2
sound
for
familiar.
each. And I will give 1 point for chat because they got half of it, right?
Yeah, I agree. Coco, D sounds familiar because you read a lot of furry fan fiction. That's the reason you know those names.
You've been on the internet before.
You've been reading Little Sonic's fan fiction.
Don't worry, they'll be back.
I only know because, I also peruse occasionally.
Of course. For culture.
Yeah, you got to know what's happening. It's been going on for years.
Yeah, quite a few actually. Okay, next question. Which game is shown in this picture?
Dwarf Fortress.
Ooh, that was fast. Are you going to lock that in?
I'm locking it in because I don't know what it is, what else it could be. It's that or like Rogue.
Seem to
Caves of
know
Quid.
about it.
Ooh, yeah, that's also a good option. There are a bunch of games like this, but I don't know enough to differentiate them.
Classic Rogue? Okay.
Ooh, man, I don't know.
I mean, you're locked in.
Yeah, I am locked in, so I guess it doesn't matter. But all of those options, Caves of Quid, Rogue, and Dwarf Fortress, all seem pretty good. Dwarf Fortress is seeming a little too wrong now, because I forgot that the original Rogue exists.
It does.
But
it spawned a genre.
Yeah, a whole
might have heard
a
of
whole
it.
thing that I will never play. I have no desire to play whatever this is.
So, the correct answer is Dwarf Fortress. You were
Holy
right.
shit! Holy shit! I'm glad I did listen to Ellie.
It could have been Rogue, but there's too many colors.
It's too many. Oh, interesting. Okay.
So, do you know when the first Dwarf Fortress released?
No.
Not the remake they've done since, but this version.
I have no idea.
That's the funny part.
I have no idea.
It's a game from 2001.
This is from 2001.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
It's the same year as the GameCube.
You can either play Super Smash Bros. Melee, or you can play this.
But if you play this, you need to spend your life on it.
Oh.
Just to learn how it works.
Yeah, not for me, thanks.
One of the most complicated games ever.
I'm going to happily refuse.
And yeah, it's not a bug, and it's not Half-Life 3. Not that we know of it.
Time will tell.
Maybe. Don't
That was
get
a
your
really
hopes
good
up.
guess, Ellie. You definitely had me thinking you were right.
Yeah. Rogue was definitely a good guess. That's why it's there.
Yeah. MuF knows what they're doing.
All right. Question 15. Who is Sagata Sanshiro?
I don't know.
Another name. No.
It's the Sega mascot for commercials. Oh. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You want to...
Daddy's gonna need multiple choice.
All right. Chat seems locked in.
Yeah, Ellie seems to know, and so does Griff.
Yeah, all caps, so you know it's
You
good.
know it's legit.
4 possibilities are as follow. Mascot of the Sega Saturn, Sonic's creator, the composer of Metal Gear Solid, or yet another fake name.
I'm gonna say A. I think I would have heard if it was Sonic's creator. It doesn't feel right for Metal Gear Solid's composer. I'm gonna say A.
And that is correct, yes.
Yes.
The man, the legend, right here.
That guy. Oh, him. Okay.
guy, yeah.
I have seen him before.
So that's going to be 1 for Teach and 2 for Chat.
Good job, chat. I'm
They had it
clapping.
without the... Yeah.
Congratulations. You've earned that
If
point.
you've never seen those commercials, you really should.
I think I have, but not
They're
enough to
fun.
remember them. I
He
clearly
beats
have
up
some
a lot of
homework.
people and tells you to play Saturn.
That's just good. That's just common sense.
Yeah.
It's good sense. He's trying to help you.
Unfortunately, not many people did. All right, question 16. What revolutionary technology was one of the key selling points of the
Ooh.
Sega Genesis?
Um,
It was part of all their commercials.
I don't remember what the actual thing is, but it's like it's thinking.
It's thinking.
It's thinking, but I don't know enough about technology to know what that means in like computer terms. Ellie knows. I blast processing. Everyone's saying blast processing
Blast processing, yeah.
in all caps.
Do you want to hazard a guess, or do you want to see the...
I'm gonna say blast processing. Anybody who's that confident, I will definitely ride their coattails.
Okay.
And all I know is the it's thinking thing. So I don't know enough to even guess properly.
Well, the four possibilities were TurboGrafx, blast processing, fast rendering, or a three-button controller. And you were absolutely right. It was blast processing.
Good job,
Not really
Ellie.
sure
Good job,
what
Nevik.
it was, but there we are.
Man, all that thinking and nobody bought it. They had thinking consoles and
Genesis worked.
a mascot, and still.
Genesis was pretty good. It's the next generations where they failed.
Ah.
This one was pretty good. Had Shining Force.
Oh, that's
Shining
true.
Force 2.
That's true. It was never done fully. That would send me home with the gold. That's right, Ellie. Ellie, you're doing quite well. Quite well indeed.
Alrighty.
I'm ready.
Next question. A very specific one.
Ooh, man, another fighting
Killer
game.
Instinct.
This is definitely where
2013.
my knowledge has a precipitous drop. Killer Instinct.
What is the name?
What is
The hardest difficulty level. A very, very specific question. Because why not?
Yeah, why not? Key. It can't be like killer. That's too easy.
I wonder.
Is it like, oh man, 2013?
Yeah.
That was a. That was
also now called Killer Instinct.
That was a pretty edgy time.
It was
I feel like it was pretty edgy
the
back
one
then.
fighting game on Xbox One.
Yeah. Killer Instinct. It was so difficult.
You're not wrong.
It was an
Eddie.
exclusive. Oh man, I have no idea.
It is available on PC now.
I'm afraid I do not.
Every Xbox game is.
I'm gonna need you to give me the multiple choice.
All right. Chat seems to be the same. So here you go.
Oh, okay.
Very hard. Is it extreme? Is it killer? Or is it Kyle?
I'm gonna say killer. I think it was a joke, but maybe that was part of it. Part of the edginess is also the cringiness. They're two sides of the same coin of edge and cringe.
Are you locking in?
I'm locking in C.
All right.
They called it Dark Souls difficulty. Trust us, you'll get it in a few years.
And one D for the chat. Ooh, maybe.
This is the one time D is correct.
Who wants to be the tiebreaker between C and D? Haven't heard of Griff.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Flip to
Ooh,
kill. Okay.
flipping
So
onto killer. All
everybody's
right.
saying C.
So everyone's on killer. Well,
Come
the
on.
actual answer is Kyle.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it is. So all these are difficulty levels in Killer Instinct. And they are in
Ellie,
order. So it's very
you
hard to
had-
explain Killer and Kyle.
Wow. Kyle.
Kyle, yeah.
It's my dead brother's name. Should have trusted my brother.
Should have.
Should have explained yourself. Ellie,
yourself.
you got
Well, go
to
ahead,
stand up
explain
for yourself, Ellie.
Now's your chance.
Yeah. If you want, please offer an explanation because I got nothing.
There is
Other
a
than
reason why it's called that.
I figure there's got to be some
Not
reason.
just for the joke. You knew it was a mode. Yeah, it is. It is.
Kyle is either the easiest mode or the hardest mode. Because Kyle's such a normal name. So it's like, oh, Kyle must be like normal person mode. Like you're in a fighting game, you want to fight a normal person, you fight Kyle.
But he's not a normal person.
But no, Kyle is not a normal person. I have a dead brother. I do have a dead brother. As much as you could call a miscarriage a brother.
Maybe he's dead in spirit.
Maybe, yeah. He's buried under a tree.
Ooh.
I haven't visited him in a very long time because it's in another part of the state. But yes, I technically have a brother. A couple years older than me.
We have a teach law.
Teach lore. Miscarriage brother sounds like a horrible one. It's a miscarriage brother.
That's true, yeah.
Another game where pressing F to pay respects actually makes sense.
Yeah. It's the main mechanic.
Every once in a while, yeah. If you don't pay respects to your brother, he will come back and haunt you.
So for the little story here, Carl is one of the devs that worked on one of the main features of this game, which is AI that adapts to what you do.
Okay.
So every time you do the same combo over and over, it starts learning that you're going to do that.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's going to break your combos, because that's one of the big features of Killer Instinct.
Cool,
so
okay.
If you're predictable, the AI will learn and will destroy you.
That's
why it's the hardest difficulty level.
That sounds like something that would work against me.
Yep.
I learn my one or two moves, and then I hope for the best.
Well, Killer Instinct is quite different in its combo structure. So you could learn other stuff pretty easily. But
Miscarriage Brother is the name of my death metal band. That's an excellent death metal band name.
That also works, yeah.
One of the difficulty levels in an early Civilization game was Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played like one game of Civ 5 and then never touched it again.
It took 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did play. Yeah, it did take me a year and a half to play it, but you know.
You made it.
I did. I made it through successfully. My culture won. I won the culture war.
All right. Let's move on. Question 18. The Mario universe. What is the name of the kingdom ruled by Princess Daisy?
Is it just like I feel like it's just like the Desert Kingdom or something, but it's probably not that. Maybe. I feel like it's the desert, but Saraslan? That sounds familiar, but I don't know enough. I've definitely heard that before. Syrup, the Syrup Kingdom, that could work.
Maybe.
So it's the Mushroom Kingdom. So did they make a theme out of it? I don't think so, but I don't know. I'm gonna ask for multiple choice.
All right.
We get so little Daisy lore.
Yeah, true. That's unfortunate.
No one cares about Daisy. Waluigi and Wario get more lore than Daisy.
Here are the 4 possibilities. Is it Flowerland, Calico Land, Sarasa Land, or Mushroom Kingdom Land?
I feel like it's got to be C. The answer be C.
Do you want to lock in?
I'm locking in C.
All right. B from Griff. But the right answer is indeed C.
C, yay!
Yes. So that's
Calico Land would be really cute. If it's just full
Well,
of
yeah.
cats, that sounds great. Just cat trees as far as the eye can see.
Ellie was pretty confident on the name. Do you know why it's called like that?
Ooh. Can Ellie come at us with another explanation?
With the flex point.
Yeah, I was also thinking A Link to the Past because of Sarasala. It was in the new Mario game? Really? In Wonder? That's pretty cool. Oh, where they're cat. Oh, where they're cat. Of course. You mean Calico Land. Like,
There's
so
not
3D
massive.
World? Is it 3D World? What was the Ellie? Do you know why it's called
Sarasa Land.
Sarasa Land? Sarah's A Land. Because I don't know. It looks like it's supposed to be like Salad Land,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
Yeah. That is correct, yes.
It's an important name.
So it was like textile with floral patterns on it. Imported from India.
Oh, interesting.
Called Sarasa.
Sarasa. Huh. Like an
Because Daisy is the flower princess.
it was an import name referencing some real business. Wow.
Good enough. I put
Yeah.
the flex point.
Yeah, Ellie gets a flex point. You may now flex as you will. Enjoy it.
All right. Question 19.
Oh, yeah.
When must you input to do the Konami code? One of the more famous cheat codes that works in most old Konami games.
Is it up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start?
Are you locking in?
I'm going to say that. Yeah. Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start. Oh, BA.
Okay.
They're saying BA start. They're probably right.
So the possibilities were as follow. And it is BA, yes.
Okay. I'm
All
dyslexic.
depends on
I'm dyslexic. You're not allowed to take points off of that. That's discrimination.
So chat, do we count it for Teach? You've got the 2 points, but does Teach get the 2? Just 1 or none? Oh, there's a no.
Wow, Nevik, coming in hot.
I mean,
Nah,
if he
he
doesn't get any points,
I'm okay.
you're tied.
I'm okay with not getting the point. Nah, he failed. I was right.
You were right, yes.
I will accept my failure.
All right, we are tied then. At 18 points each.
I prefer Shining Force 2, up, down, left, right, up, right, down, left, up, start. Ugh. Ugh, that feels wrong.
I mean, that only works in one game.
Man, just one letter off. All right, so we're tied.
Yep.
Oh well,
At
this is
18
just
points.
this is good. We're coming in at the end here of the
Last
first
question
section.
of that first round. which is, once again, the longest one. So, question 20.
Okay.
Good luck.
How many
How
official...
many official games were released on the N64? You get a margin of 50. So if you're 50 off, still good.
So you get a plus or minus 50. Okay.
Yep.
Lets you put on enemy control. Ooh, that is cool. There'll be secret codes in Volana games. Oh, good. Good. When you say official, what exactly does that mean?
Like games that were approved by Nintendo.
Okay. It was quite popular.
250, 350, 400.
But like, I don't know if I could name like 100 of them. But you know, there's a bunch of like, you know, weird ones that came out that you might not know about.
They are.
Leaning to 400. Wow. That's a lot of games.
Do you want to?
I'm gonna see the multiple choice.
All right. So obviously, with the multiple choice, you don't get the margin.
Of course.
But the possibilities are as follow: 263, 326, 389, or only one.
That's so many. That's a lot more than I would have expected.
The only one being obviously Hey You Pikachu.
We love Hey You Pikachu. For 5 minutes, and then it becomes extremely tedious and not fun.
That seems about right, yeah. Are you gonna matter Pokemon Snap? Nah, fair enough.
Pokemon Stadium also good.
It has a Magikarp jump.
That's a good game. And when you play the Lickitung one, and I didn't know what any of the things Lickitung was eating were, that was a good time. Like, what the fuck is this?
It's jelly-filled donuts, of course.
Never released Earthbound 64, so a shit library.
Yeah.
I'm going to say B. I'm going to lock in B.
B? All
I'm
right.
going to lock in B.
That had 250, 350, 400, so they are...
This is for the smug right. The right to be smug comes down to this.
Ah, well, the correct answer is 389.
Good job, Ellie.
So technically, the chat got it right.
You are now able to be smug.
Okay.
And you've earned it, too.
We'll round it up to 20 for chat.
Wow, I can't believe there are that many. That's a lot.
That really isn't much, actually.
It feels like a lot to me.
Libraries.
It feels...
When you look at like the PlayStation that has thousands of games.
That's true. I guess I just didn't expect them to be making so many games for a console back then. Because like I would go to my Blockbuster and I would see like the same 50.
Yeah. But there's a lot of very obscure games, Japanese-only games and stuff like that.
Of course, the Japanese only. I should have thought.
Should
have thought about that. Joke's on you. I was always smug, as you should be, Coco.
I mean, it's not over. That's only the first part. The longest one. Granted.
That's only the first part. A lot of them probably sucked too much. Probably. Good point.
So, do you remember what the second round was gonna be?
Who Dat of Doom.
Who Dat? Yes.
Who Dat of Doom.
Very simple. This one. I'm going to show you a character from a game.
Okay.
And you have to tell me who that character is, and from which game or series he's from.
Game or series. Okay.
2 points if you get everything right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's do it.
Those ones are going to be pretty easy, I hope. Are you ready?
I'm ready. As a warning, I've got about 15 more minutes before I gotta go get a kid from school. So after that,
Ending on the
are you okay?
round.
Yeah, we can go through this for a few rounds. But are you cool to continue this next week?
Sure.
Okay,
No
awesome.
problem.
Love it. Good, because I don't want to not play.
I'll keep the scores.
That's Mario Jumpman from the Mario series.
Yeah, that is correct. Yes.
That's Mario.
I think the chat got it too, probably.
Probably.
Hopefully.
I think we can give it to him.
Yeah. And I think the next one should be not too difficult either.
Okay. That's Sonic from he's a hedgehog. That's Oogleby, the hedgehog. From Sonic the Hedgehog series. And Knuckles. Chaotix.
And Knuckles. Very important. And put him here, but
Sonic.
that's obviously correct. Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Bumblebee.
Mr. T Hedgehog.
Charmy B.
I could have put him. I can go way more obscure.
Oh yeah, there's so much Sonic lore. Wrong, that's my husband. How'd you get a picture of Coco's husband?
I'm not going to reveal my sources.
Ooh. Did you?
Next up.
That's Rayman from the Rayman series.
Chat agree.
Raymond Man.
That's correct. Raymond.
Equally true. From Everybody Loves Raymond. I love that show. He's got the nose too, so you know it's legit.
True.
It's Raymond Romano.
Next up.
Sephiroth, Final Fantasy VII.
You're going to find enough place for the sword.
Yeah. It could be longer.
It can.
It could be longer.
Depending on the games.
From Kingdom Hearts 2.
And one. He's in there too.
Super Smash Brothers.
And every time he shows up in a new game, the sword gets longer.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next up, we have...
That's a Squid Kid, or an Inkling Squid Kid from Splatoon.
Which one are you going with?
Is one more right than the other one?
Technically, they have a name, yeah.
Okay.
Is that a kid now? Squid now.
I thought they were both. I thought they were both correct. I'm gonna say Inkling from Splatoon. Squid Kid seems more of like a common name.
Yeah, that is correct. It is an Inkling.
Yeah. We did it. Also from Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers really has a lot of really unique OCs.
But does it have this character?
Yeah, that's my husband. That's Alucard. Oh, what a perfect person. What a perfect man.
Where's he from?
Castlevania.
That's correct.
Likes to play Castlevania. The spirit from Super Smash Bros. You're cracking me up, Ellie.
This is Alucard, yes. This little critter from Smash.
That is Steve from Super Smash Brothers and Minecraft.
That is also correct. Mashing through them.
That's Steven Kraft.
Steven Kraft. What this one?
That's M. Bison from
yes,
Street Fighter. Not from Super Smash Brothers, but probably a spirit from Super Smash Brothers.
Probably, yeah.
Jack Black, yep, true.
The M stands for M. That's true. We still don't know what it means. Especially since his name is not supposed to be M.
I was going to say, like, it's only M. Bison in America, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, in the
is it Balrog? Is he Balrog in Japan?
He's Vega.
Vega, okay. I know there was like a 3 mix-up.
Yep.
Thank you, thank you, Coco. Flex point for Coco.
Let's go. They're beating you on the flex.
They earned it.
Yes, because it was the boxer that was M. Bison.
That's
Mike
right. Yeah, because
Tyson.
Mike Tyson, M. Bison. Yeah.
Exactly. Next up, we have this other red guy.
Zero from the Mega Man X series.
That is correct.
Possibly from, I believe, also from Smash Brothers.
Probably, yeah. I mean, they have Mega Man, so.
It only makes sense.
Next up.
Bomberman from Bomberman.
From
Thank
Bomberman.
goodness so many of these people come from their own games. They're just named
Yeah.
after themselves. A Mii costume.
Mii costume. Is there a Mii costume for Bomberman? Because he's an assist. I know that.
A character who people wanted to be a playable character in Smash Brothers, but was not.
Oh well. I mean, technically they already have Konami reps.
Mm-hmm.
Because yes, he's a Konami character now. Next up, we have this guy.
That's Master Chief from the Halo series.
Right?
Notably absent from Super Smash Brothers.
But he's there in spirit.
But is he there in spirit?
No, I don't think so. It's not the Doom guy.
It's not. I know that.
It's Doom guy cosplaying as Master Chief. Too busy mastering and chiefing. That's true.
Yeah, mastering takes a lot of time, and chiefing equal time. So he really has no free time.
Don't even get us started on chiefing. Yeah.
Chiefing. I wish I could chief.
Next up.
That's Shepard. That's Man Shep and Fem Shep from Mass Effect.
This is correct. Good job.
Mastering is time and chiefing it. Oh. Of course.
Chiefing is energy.
Man, Fem Shep looks so much better.
True.
Man Shep just looks like a fucking guy.
Yes. Next we have.
Oh no.
This nerd.
This is Half-Life guy, Gordon.
You have the full name?
No. Gordon Newman. I don't know. Freeman? It's some kind of man.
Well, Chet got it.
From Half-Life. I know it's from Half-Life. Gordon H. Life at your service.
Gordon Freeman.
Freeman.
Not to be confused with Morgan Freeman.
They're not anything alike.
Nope.
His body looks so buff, but his face looks so dweeby.
And he's a nerd, yeah.
Yeah.
With the crowbar.
With a crowbar. Anybody can have a crowbar.
Yeah.
I can have a crowbar. That doesn't make me a protagonist.
Next.
Oh, that's
For life consequences.
yeah.
Those were some crazy videos.
Oh man. The N on his name is on this forehead is throwing me off because I'm just like, it's not like enigma or insane. It's, I know he's from Crash Bandicoot.
He is from Crash Bandicoot. Yes.
He's Professor Cortex, Dr. Cortex.
Okay.
He's like four faces combined. He's from the Bandicooters. I know that much for sure.
Nope. He's Dr. Neil Cortex.
A doctor. He did go to medical school. Or did get his full. He went to 8 years. 8 years. Good for him.
He got it completely right. Yeah. Dr. Neil Cortex. Next.
Man, what a wild face. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? Looks like a predator.
Bit.
I don't know who this is.
We're finally getting to the part where we start struggling, eh?
Who is this?
Princess Peach, yeah, probably.
I don't even know. Can I guess? I'm going to guess he's from World of Warcraft. I'm just going to guess he's from World of Warcraft, so I can maybe get a point.
Okay.
But I don't know. I couldn't tell you who he is. Ooh, StarCraft is a good guess.
StarCraft is a right guess. Yes, he
nice.
is from StarCraft.
I was one craft away.
Yep. The wrong craft.
Got the wrong craft.
And that is Zeratul.
StarCraft.
One of the main characters. And he is one of the Protoss, yeah.
I only played StarCraft 64 a couple of times about 20 years ago. And it was never the story.
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Yikes.
The worst version.
Who know why? It's amazing I kept playing it.
Guess you just liked 2 FPS.
I guess I just liked it.
That's as fast as the game is going on N64. All right.
Oof, good job, guys, getting StarCraft out of that.
We've raised the stakes a bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's Chrono. Mr. Chrono Trigger.
No, but that's Goku, obviously. Where are you from?
Chrono Trigger.
That is correct. And the most
I do not.
infuriating part about that is...
I do not think that Trigger is his last name.
Yeah. His name is Chrono without an H. And the game is called Chrono Trigger with an H.
Of course. Yeah. That's just good sense. You only played half of it? You gotta play it. Even I emulated it many years ago, many moons ago.
It had Goku, yeah. Next up!
That's Shantae from Shantae series, from the mini Shantae games.
Correct.
They asked me to fight Dalton, and I couldn't kill a man who shares the name with your son. Good point. You could never do such a thing.
Fair enough. It is, yes, Ellie.
He isn't finally someone who isn't named after their game, technically. Freaking Chrono. Shantae is very fun. I've only played one Shantae game, but I did enjoy it.
Pretty simple, easy bombs. Next up. So here I'm asking the creature.
The creature.
You get a flex point if you name the character also, but
that is Nemesis from... Oh, I want to say... I know it's from Resident Evil. I think it's Resident Evil 3. Or 2. It's 1 or 2. I don't remember which one. And the only man...
Still counted.
The only man I can think of... I remember Leon, but he's from 4. I remember Barry, but he's from 1. But I know
Leon is in 2 as well.
There are some some of them do show up a couple of times. I'm gonna say that's Barry.
Barry Burton, huh?
I think it's Barry.
It is not Barry.
It's not Barry. Okay.
Nope.
Is it Chris?
It is not. No.
Okay, then I'm out.
None of the main characters. This is Brad Vickers.
Okay, yeah.
The helicopter pilot from the first game.
Oh, man, being a helicopter pilot in Resident Evil is a fucking death sentence.
It's a dead guy.
It is a...
Yes,
if he's not dead, he's moments away.
Well, he does die here, basically. The Nemesis kills him. And they're from Resident Evil 3.
Yay!
The one called Nemesis.
Is he the stars guy? Nemesis?
Yes.
Okay.
He is. He likes stars.
He's just sleeping. Man, that can't be good for the back or the neck.
I guess worse in the game.
Then again, I sleep on my face. What do I know?
Oh. Alright. Next up. Haha.
Oh no! Oh no!
Have you been following? Plot twist.
Oh no!
It was me all along.
Oh man, I even looked up the character and everything. They're from Blaze Blue. They're from Blaze Blue.
That is correct, yes.
And the wife is like Alioth or something.
It's Lord MuF from Teach It.
It's from this very stream.
That's true. It's me without the war crimes.
Oh man, I don't remember his name. You were like, you wrote it down and I looked it up, and you were like, "Don't worry about the plot," and I was like, "Okay," and then I just erased it from my name. Erased it from my brain. I just know it's from Blaze Blue, and that's MuF and his robotic wife.
Exactly. The name is Felius Clover.
Felius Clover. Yeah, I wasn't getting to that. Is the robot's name Alioth?
It's Ignis.
Ignis. Okay. I don't know where I got Alioth from.
It might have been the name of the wife before it became a puppet. Maybe. Don't remember. Who knows? A very complicated plot.
It's one of those kind of anime game plots.
Yeah, if you think Guilty Gear was complicated, it's way worse.
Turn that up a couple notches.
Time travel and loops.
Ooh.
So, you know. Okay, next up.
That's Isaac from Golden Sun.
Do you mean it's that guy?
Oh yes, I'm my mistake. It's that guy from Golden Sun. Very sorry.
He pushes stuff in Smash.
He pushes stuff. Mm-hmm. He also like reads minds occasionally, I think.
No, that's Ellie. Ellie does that.
Ellie. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yep.
One day.
2 points. And the last one. Good luck.
That is Sophia from Soul Calibur.
Are you locking that in?
I'm locking that in. This is Octopath 2 music. Hell yeah. Kate Sith time, baby. That's just my future wife when I get to Valhalla. I'll make sure you die in battle, Coco.
I mean, you're very, very right about that. Because this is actually not Sophia.
Is it Cassandra? Is it freaking Cassandra?
It's not Cassandra either.
Is it?
But that's the fun part, because they have a costume from this character.
Oh, okay.
This character is from a completely different property from Namco. That nobody knows.
No, why?
Because it's long dead. This is just Valkyrie.
From Legend of WoW.
From the series Legend of Valkyrie.
Wow. Okay, you win that round.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to have a right answer from that.
You were so right, Coco.
You were right.
You were so right.
The wing cap.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know.
Dang. I should have known her boobs weren't big enough to be in a Soul Calibur game. That was the
depends.
That was the giveaway.
The earlier ones were more modest. They grew along with the franchise.
Yeah. It's a straight, direct correlation between
it is.
games created and bust size of characters.
Yep.
That was the tell all along. I should have been the one time I don't look at boobs, man.
I do give you clues, but you know.
the chronological boob implant.
That's the true plot of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we are at the end of this round.
Perfect. Okay, that's
probably a good.
It's actually a real thing. That's disgusting, Coco. I hate that. That sounds awful. Everybody's boobies are perfect the way they are. Nobody changed anything about your boobies. You're all beautiful. I love you all the way you are. Boobies or no boobies. Someone will appreciate you for you.
Hopefully,
you're all gorgeous.
No, you.
Thank you. Fine. Thank you. I was fishing for a compliment. Somebody could have said something about me, but over here making a fool out of myself. All right, this is perfect timing. So we got halfway through the quiz there.
Yep.
Perfect.
I mean, last part will be a bit shorter, definitely. But
Perfect. Well,
congratulations, you survived.
we survived. We did it. Tuesday, next week, hopefully nothing crazy will happen. Are you available to conclude the game, MuF, on Tuesday of next week?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Would be possible.
All right. Then that'll be the plan. Keep an eye on the Discord to see if anything changes. What's the score so far? What are we looking at coming into the
we are
rough halfway mark?
53 for you.
Mm-hmm.
And 57 for Chad.
Good job, Chad. Good job. Very proud of you.
And Chad has 3 flex points.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 griff point.
1 griff point.
When he was the only one getting the right answer.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 2 flex points.
All right. Good job, me. Will there be Mario Party-esque bonus stars at the end of this?
Maybe.
That's my redemption. All right. Well, I hope to see everybody again on hopefully Tuesday to conclude the quiz.
Hope you enjoyed.
Maybe you guys can squeak out a lead. Maybe I'll come back rubber banding like a Mario Kart level.
That could happen.
And we'll see. But I've had a load of fun. Thank you so much for hosting this with me, MuF, and for creating it and customizing it and stuff. It's been a lot of fun. I'm super excited to play more. And yeah, I think I will see you all again on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.